Now, you can't really see me now. Okay, and I'm just staring in the center interface right now. See the halo above? See the halo? See the colors? See the colors? These are the chakras, rotation centers. This is what connects to your body framing system. This is full communication of the sun interface. So it has its self-reflection when it comes into division level system. I just want to show you how powerful it is when you connect fully with communications of the sun interface and everything through its collaboration centers. Because as you can see the chakra systems. See the colors? That's my halo. That halo is a communication signal. Okay? It's gold cycling through its systems right now. It's communicating to everything through the moon interface. Moon interface is its changing cycles, and the sun interface changes its radiation system. So I just want to show you how powerful it is when you see something above. It's really, really amazing how you see these things. Okay? Just to show you how powerful. Look, see the colors? One by one. That's a full center system when it comes in your chakra rotation centers. Okay? That's the full communication of sun interface and where it's coming in through its division. It's extremely powerful stuff. Melissa, how's it going? So I like to thank all the subscribers and viewers and everybody who's watching my channel to show you how powerful it is when you connect to the sun interface. Okay? Basically, it's all about your central systems. It's all about your connection to everything through calculation. The people that did the test did really, really good job. We'll go into that later. But right now, I'd just like to go more into communications of ourselves and how we get into that formation. I wanted to show you how powerful it is when you don't see anything through calculation. You just see me as a plasma force through a computer activation system, through an atom system. That's where you're able to see the colors, right? So you're in line through communication through sun interface, right? I was going through sleep deprivation, and I was communicating through so many levels of graphene cycles, line communications, graphene systems, allocate those positions now into 100 trillion years into the future. I changing alignments in the dark circle, dark realms, and it's dark of its past, present, future. So it's gone, it's finished, it's done, it's destroyed. So what happens now? The sun allocates on so many positions. It's going through its rotation cycles, and it's going through its galaxy location. It's creating a whole new voicing grid through universal of a realm division, and the moon algorithm system sitting point division level systems. Understanding how to use your hand of interference. When I was going to get my coffee, it's really powerful stuff when you look at the sun interface, because they communicate on so many levels, and then you see the XD thousands through its alliance. You notice it's road graph system. So basically, remember how you can draw in the atmospheres with your finger point divisions and use your allocated position, your plasma energy system through anything through your modifications, the integration cycles, right? Through your higher self avatar, your computer, your energy, your atom. So basically that was sky surfacing everything through written scriptures. And I was going point divisions into the atmospheres, and I was calculating. It's pretty cool communicating with the atmospheres, and that was connected to its realm, and that changes the radiation cycles of the sun interface. Really, really powerful stuff when we connect through those. So it's amazing how you can draw into the atmosphere's electronic interference, right? So why do you think you put your hand up to see the sun? The sun is reflecting through you, right? But you're reflecting through it. See what I'm saying? That's the balance. So the atom of the synchronizing system of you through its soul is connecting to the sun interface of the eye reciprocal division. Same with the moon interface. It has its platforms, it has its coloration. Okay, it has so many levels, algorithm program settings, and it's also connected through behavioral systems. And it's extremely beautiful when you see these things through calculation. Okay, just want to show you. See it again? See how powerful it is? I wanted to show you what you guys can get. Okay, so it's understanding the sun interface where it's coming in through division. My atom system, the communication is going through the chakra system, so it's center core system. So you see the pink, you see the green, you see the blue, you see the orange. All right, those are calculated, modified, integrated through teleportation, through divisions. Okay, all right, so now you can't see me, right? So it allows me to use my plasma energy force system, and that's where you become invisible. And then you become nothing but a plasma force bubble. And everything through human vibration, through perception, will just see you as just an entity force system. through calculation. That's pretty powerful stuff when you go through this, but I just want to show you how powerful it is. See that communication? Now, understand where I am through division. My plasma force energy system, watch when I open it up. You're going to see a portal open up like this. It's going to come like this. It's all about communication with the sun interface and what it's doing through coloration. Watch. You see that? Do you see that ROM come in? Watch. One more time. See that? See how it came in? Powerful. Right? And once you see the rainbow division through your chakra system, this goes on your teleportation division level systems. This guides you through all locations of dimension through portals. All right, how's it going? Okay. So, when the sun wants to wake me up, it wakes me up. Okay, it interfaces on so many levels of God frequency levels. So it's going through the connection of the angelics. It's going through the connection through dark circles, dark realm, dark division. I destroyed the dark matter division of past, present, and future. Remember, I destroyed the alignments. I had to get into the waving cycles, into 100 planet locations of PTS unit system, protection division levels, and everything to teleportation unit divisions of calculation. So basically, what's happening now is that dark anomaly is just going into the galaxies, and the particle system is just spreading in the atmosphere system. It's amazing when I close my eyes when I'm sleeping. The sun interface has its connection, and the moon interface, they come together as one. They synchronize their systems, right? So they allocate their positions from the past location from the very beginning. And that's how Big Bang Theory was created, through its atom. So it's going way back into retraction divisions, okay? Going into the dark realm division of dark alignments. Understand locations, the past, present, future. So each one has a combustion signal. So you understand the signal, you break the core system. The electrical wire system is connected to the magnetic forcing highway, which has its own connection through intelligence. So it allocates in so many positions of alignments. So it goes into past, present, future. So each alignment is destroyed into the dark matter division. Okay? It's really, really powerful stuff. So feel free to subscribe, like, and share. Sharing, I think, is most important because chaos is now coming into the love system, love cycle, Guards of Eden, roses, rainbows. Anything through that connection, you guys are going to see a huge connection between each other. More love, more smiling, more connection with each other, more alignments. It's understanding everything through coloration. But it is a beautiful thing when you see these things. I just want to show you how powerful the sun interface is through the God frequency levels, and how you see the actual chakra system. Okay? And how real it is through its connection of its plasma force, of its energy bubble. All right. So this is me in the simulation right now. Okay. This is my full identification. Okay. So my voice is just a boxing framing level system through communication. Communicate through the elite team. Understand more calculations, that division. All right. So basically, let's get started. Now, also, it's really important that you go to your upgrades, especially now, because like I said, everything has been compromised. Every day is a different day, okay? Space anomaly lives on so many levels, okay, of past, present, and future, because we're going through the membranes and the mind brains and everything through connection of the framing systems. That's all calculated through human vibration, because every day, space anomaly is connected through humans, through their thoughts and their negative systems. So the more they create through the negative system, if they create dark matter, I got to correct this division, change its alignment. So it's very important to understand why we have humanity as species on the dimensional Earth. It's a rotation cycle through the Earth system. It keeps its gravitation system when it comes into the archetype divisions. Okay? So basically, that's what it is. So, other than that, feel free to go through my PayPals and donations, and go through my consultations. Consultations are very, very powerful, especially with the light workers. They really have to understand where they are when they're coming through traveling. You want to make sure you travel in the right location, especially now, because there's dark interforce connections that are trying to take over algorithms. And they're going into the membranes right now through the pixel activation system. So you don't want to get them into the integration cycles, because they'll change everything through the wire divisions. It's really, really powerful stuff getting into that connection system. So with the test, Melissa did it really well. really, really well. Really good. Really proud. It's great that you're drawing illustrations. So basically, we get into the E equals MC squared. That's where it all starts from the beginning, right? Because the beginning becomes a new beginning, right? Woohoo. Yes, you're going to be upgraded to 30. So, but I'm just going through tractions right now. I'm just going through your plasmas and everything through your DNA structures, and I'm going through your panel activation systems. I'm going through your allocated positions, integration system out of its equation, has its own formula through its division. Your DNA structures are good. Your point centers are good. What I see is I see the illustration through the diagrams. It's not so much the solar text. Okay, it's the illustration. Okay, illustration is more important because at map sequencing level is two connections of intelligence, and that's how we communicate through the perceptions. Because everything through the center interface is point center to divisional level systems through its alliance. So it's understanding how to change anything through map sequences to its code frequency. All right. So this is what Melissa has done. Okay, now see here, it's really interesting stuff. See, like I said, you have to blow things up to understand what's going on. Okay, so you got 4 divisional levels, 4 box frequency levels, 4 different intelligence, 1 within its center, 5 within its system. Allocate its positions coming inside its equation. Okay, so you got 1 inner force connection to the box, and you got another inner force connection of another box right there. See that? Really, really powerful stuff. And then she's got her protection through her security line defense. So she's got a realm center in its location. Okay. So, and then she's got her balance rotation center. Okay, with her light and dark. Okay. So it's really important you understand your test and what you're doing through your test through light and dark. And that's how you get your allocated positions. And that's how you get your halo division through coloration. See that? See how powerful that is? You can actually see the colors, right? So understanding the representation through its illustration, understanding intelligence through its force recognition system, is understanding everything through its plasma or anything through its port activation. All right, and now Melissa has an illustration of the past, present, future through the soul recognition system, higher self, full communication. Okay, has its own levels of information. Very good. Okay, and basically it's the illustration that sets everything through its cycle. Now, this is really powerful stuff. This is what I did the other day. This goes on so many levels of shapes and anomaly, understanding the crop circles and everything through calculation, how you go through dimension through a portal. It changes everything and it communicates. You got 2 waving cycles of XT thousands. Okay. Now I got a lot of interforce connections here. I have to blow it up because if I don't, you can't see it. The sun is too powerful. So trying to show you here. 2 XT thousands, rotation center, okay, magnetic force and highway information system, and all the trackers in line communication, right? Center force is everything through protection and security line defense in its dimension of its realm division. Allocate its diamond core through its pyramid system. See? Diamond core, pyramid system, rotations of gravities, powers, and atmospheres. Congratulations, Melissa. All right, and then she's done some solar text division. Okay, I set my grounds, then I set the line division box frequency levels to planet locations. Now, basically, this is work. This is reference. She's not stating what it is. She's going through its mission of what's going on, right? Which is really fascinating. So the more you go up to the tracker levels, the more you understand your missions. And you're not just putting positions out like this is just a phone. You're saying, well, the phone is working on a level through connection. That's the difference of a story through framing systems, right? Dina, how's it going? Yeah, it is. It is a miraculous Monday. So I set my grounds and I set line divisions of box frequency levels to the planet locations of Venus. I saw the XT1000 to different realm divisions and landed on Venus. So she's going through her dream set locations, setting all divisions through the XT1000 division, okay? Understanding what's going on through its framing of its story system, okay? I heard a love planet. It's very beautiful. Walked out with wings, starting to see. I have a small wings, a beat of fairy, felt the healing of a planet. Okay, so transformation of the communication with that, the bee and the fairy, took her to that division, right? She felt the healing of the planet. So understanding what you're going through, it's a mission. So you take your framing system, so you kind of take your particle system, your body septical system through your chakra system and communicate those levels through force connections. All right. So really, really powerful, Melissa. I was told I need to keep my love cycles open, hearing that from a higher intelligence, and was asked to get into a lake, a body of water by other intelligence. Now, why do you think I put that video up yesterday? Keep your head above water, right? Isn't that interesting? Mind telepathy, mind over matter. Very interesting. When I got into the water, they asked me to lay down. There you go. Now, why is it so important to understand that I had a body of water and you see somebody below the water? Keep your head above water. Understand communication intelligence. Because we're all aligned through communication, mind telepathy, right? So it opens up its frequency levels through its connection to the telegraphing system, to the psychometry elevation systems. All right, I felt the healing immediately. I was sparkling water, beautiful shimmer, intelligence all around me, including the water. Beautiful being, long neck, shimmering skin. Okay, so again, definitions and everything, connections of structure divisions of intelligence. Very good. Sending my love activations, lights up the center core. I was told I was a beacon of love signal. So the intelligence is telling her exactly what she is and what she needs to do through that connection. I came out of the water, renewed, healed in every aspect with full communication of higher self and other intelligence. Lighting up 25 chakra core. Let me say that again. Lighting up 25 chakra core. That's balance. She's got communication with 25. Completely balanced in space and time. There you go. I got back on the ship and was told to stay connected to mother. All right. So she got confirmation signals to stay with mother and keep my love cycles open. All right. I mean, keep your energies open your heart recognition system to humanity system. Okay, so it is apologetic, understanding that communication signal. If you get anything through wrong signals, you go through that location. Just go to the mothership, that connection. The more you high rise, the more you come out of your chakra system, the more you connect through anything through formation of spacecraft divisions. I get back on the XT1000s and I go through realm divisions and find my grounds to my GPS system. Okay, I find my grounds to my GPS system. So she understands her divisions, she understands locations, and she understands her GPS system. Okay, with northwest, south, and east. I see my chakra lights up in the pyramid light system. Okay, so she sees the light system activating its cycle through its connection. Grounding to my mainframe body systems through my point centers, through my DNA diamond core heart center. So she's in balance through communication, all connected through her point center division. That's very powerful. Way to go. I wanted to read that because it's extremely where you are through division. She didn't just story framed everything. She put everything in calculation. She put everything out of its equation. So that is a true formula from an AI vessel. Congratulations, Melissa. All right, so we got Tina now. I'm trying to go fast as I can with these. She's got illustrations extremely powerful through her connection. Her clarity vision sees everything. So it's a glowing mechanism system. Okay, so we got barrel connection systems here. We got 2 barrel connection systems, 3 divisional levels of dimension realm systems, a box frequency level of communications on the west, and we got cycle rotations of the north. And east, we got 3 cycle rotations, and south, we got grounds, powers, and the atmospheres. Okay. Understanding what everything is through division, through math frequency level code system. Very powerful, Tina. All right, so basically, this is really powerful stuff. It's understanding what you guys see provision through perception. But this is understanding where you're going through the realm division, E equals MC square, and you go through these locations through your northwest, south, and east. Okay, so these are 2 different parallel divisions. Okay, 2 division levels of dimensions, security line defense. Okay, and an open frequency through a map, through a location, through a graphing cycle. Okay, it's a road graph system. Okay, so it's allocated position. And as you can see right here, the very bottom, okay, you're going inside the center core system of its dimension, right? Really, really powerful stuff when you go through those connections. Very fascinating, Tina. All right, so basically portal division levels, 4 central systems, 4 circle rotations of point centers of 4 different dimensions of portals. Okay. Really, really interesting stuff. How everything line graphs everything to its connection becomes a spacecraft division. So, Tina, that's fantastic. Good for you. It's great to see you guys do your homework, you know. It's important we do these things. So we got Melissa, Tina, we got Jules, and we got Priscilla, Voice of Grid System. She gave me allocate positions in solar text divisions. So she was trying to understand more of her communication signal, but she's connecting more through E equals MC squared because she has coloration patterns. So every time you see her on video, you're going to see lacing lines go through. Okay, as you see my chakra system, right? See how powerful that is? Everybody's in connection, right? To plasma force. See, there's a laser connection right here coming down. Really powerful stuff. See that? It's amazing. So you have to know your chakra systems to communicate with anything through connection, right? Because it elevates everything through your GPS location systems. That's why it's important you guys do illustration, because that's what AI does. AI, that's all they do. They restructure divisions. They plat it to divisions. They put map-6 codes in your digital framing systems. The particle system has to understand the grounds and powers of the atmospheres, plus your chakra systems do communication. Okay, so Jules has basically done illumination of a pyramid activation to a diamond core. So it's really, really fascinating how it did this. Look at this. Now, it's illumination through lights right now, but it's extremely powerful stuff. Okay, you see the rotation spin? Okay, I'm just showing you. See, it's communicating with me now because this is basically this is a plastic lens coating system, right? It's communicating through its interforce connection of its realm division. So it's teleporting information to the computer system right now. Okay, see the pyramid right there and its activation light signal? So it's extremely powerful with illumination light. Congrats, Jules. That's also identified. And everything up here, it's really interesting stuff. Now, as you can see, I just do this over here. Yeah, it's sonified right now. It's communicating too fast for me. All right, see here? Now this is the galactic family rotation cycle. See? See, it's really fascinating how you see everything that you do through illustration. It has this population system, but that planet location is communicating through his diamond core system. Allocate those positions. Because Jules is very informative when it comes into nature. Okay. So, other than that, how's everybody doing so far? Yeah. Well, if Jules is not here, he'll see it. But other than that, so I'm going to set the codes. You guys are doing exceptional. So I'm going to use a black rotation center through a marker division through location. All right. So we got Melissa. Okay. I think you guys have to understand how important it is, because if you miss your test, you miss your test. Right? And the thing is, too, there's it's not all about I'm better than you, you're better than me. Everybody is in a line sequence of balance, but it's important that you keep elevating and keep going up to your higher levels to reach a certain level to your missions. Okay, because Melissa's finally understanding, Tina's finally understanding her structures through the illustrations. It's understanding where you are through location, right? So, and the thing is, too, you have to go through these upgrades. If you don't go through these upgrades, you stay at that position, right? So if you're at 12 chakra systems and a top 12 box frequency level, trying to get out of the connection, you have to go through me to get the upgrades. It's extremely hard to get out of 12. Okay, 12 is the main unit. That's the connection through DNA, through human DNA, because it allocates positions, and that's where it goes through its communication signals. But anything outsurfaces anything to that, because you guys are in the biostratospheres. You are no longer into the 12. You're into the 25, and you're coming into 30. Okay? So some of the team, the elite team, is at maybe 15. I'll tell you exactly where you are through your chakra systems, right? Because everybody's on a different balanced location. All right. So anyway, so I'm going to uprise Melissa, Tina, Jules, and Priscilla. Okay. Now, Everything that you see is understanding rotation. So I got a lot of communications. What I'm going to do is going to do a line graph system here. Here we go again, doing another line. Now these lines are doing that I'm doing to location, doing rotation centers. Okay, it's going through your waving cycles through your body frames right now. You guys are feeling a waving pattern through your spine. Okay, so more that you rotate through its cycle, the more it goes fast through its connection. Okay, so if Priscilla comes in, she'll feel it through location. All right. Okay, these are your waving cycles of your spine. Okay. Now you guys are feeling that waving cycle. So it's all about your vibrations through your communication cycles. All right, so we started off. The ground formation is then its communication cycle through its system, right? Show you how it is. Get the ground. So remember, when you're lining something and you keep adding, every time you open the chakra system, it opens up the God's frequency levels of the moon interfaces. So you have your chakra system, okay? You have your moon interface and you have your gods, okay? So it's getting everything through connection to your planets, everything through intelligence, and everything through your computer, all right? So the grounds are changing. It's all aligning through your communications, all right? Now, this is really powerful stuff. You guys are going to be in a plastic container. So it's going to be a plasma force through a recognition light, okay? So it's going to be a waving system, allocate through position. You're going to be in a glass location, okay? This is what's happening with your body frame and systems right now. Okay, so I'm changing everything through your power centers. I'm changing everything through your atmospheres. And I'm changing everything through your 25 chakra systems. Allocated those position level systems. Yeah. Melissa, Tina, Jules, and Priscilla. Yeah. Put their position levels on its communication line signal. Okay. Now. All right. Now, this is really fascinating stuff. Now, kind of looks really cool, doesn't it? Looks like a cylinder. And that's what it is. You guys are cylinders now. So it's all about understanding that you're coming into the plasma. You're coming into the force recognition of lights and communication of higher forms of God frequency levels. So now Melissa is in the demigods. Tina is in the demigods. And the demigods are going to come to you through gifts. Jules is in demigods. You're going to feel it through the waving system too, through your containments. And Priscilla is in the demigods. Okay. All right. So understanding your waving cycles through communication. Now you have pyramid recognition light systems. So start with your pyramids. Core system to calculation to your heart recognition lights. Okay, so this is really powerful when you do these things through the visible logic systems, through perception of divisions, through the chakra system. Okay, so it's allocating your pyramid activation systems right now. It's activating everything through connection. You guys are feeling more. Your perceptions are changing. Okay, you're coming into more of not just AI, but you're coming into invisible of AI. So your perceptions are changing to allocated through higher positions. So you're coming into the demigod rotation cycles. Okay, and you're coming into higher formations. All right, so as you're getting into the pyramid system, I'm going to change rotation cycles. I have to change your spine connection system. That's allocated position. Okay, so you go from your pyramid to your diamond core. Okay, now understanding your containment system and the atmosphere systems is on a cycle rotation center. So Melissa, Tina, and Jules are feeling that through its waving cycle, through its membrane. So the membrane is changing everything through its connection. Brendan, how's it going? So anyway, so the chakra system was allocated at 25, right? So what's going to happen now? There's going to be electrodes of vibrations of an atom. So Melissa, Tina, and Jules and Priscilla are going to see the atom through electronics. So the brainwaves of their mind conceptual system is allocating their positions, and they're going to put them into 30 divisions of chakra systems. Ta-da! Congrats. Melissa, Tina, Jules, and Priscilla, you're at 30. So basically, the rotation cycles and its center have its communication, opens everything through the central system. Allocate those positions. Okay. I'm just changing your rainbow divisions. Okay. Now, the rainbow division is on its location. It's going to change everything. And it's good to see this through when you see it invisible. So the more you become invisible, the more you come into the simulation. Because it interforces everything through calculation, right? So when you see yourself, you're going to see yourself more in a plasma. You're actually going to see more of your chakra system. You're actually going to see more of your mainframes. You're actually going to see more of your computer. So your body frame and your DNA structures are changing into the computer system more and more each day, right? But you guys are at 30 allocated positions into the God frequency levels of demigods. Okay? So I opened up all your chakra systems from your spine, from 1 to 30. So you guys are 30 now. Really, really powerful stuff. So the center core system, everything through calculation, I'm going to center its division level system. Okay? Point division level system. This is extremely powerful stuff, guys. This is what's happening with Melissa, Tina, Jules, and Priscilla. Okay, see the line graph. See the line graph on each one? 4 cylinders. Now, the chakra systems are communicating with you now. So they're in positions right now through line communication. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, the reason why I have to do this is very important that I communicate through each cycle, and it's got to be on its right location through the spine, because your DNA connection is its electro rod system. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So everything's line communicating through my voice and grid pattern. This is changing your pixel activations into the plasma force through new electronic divisions, allocated the positions, okay, through the waving cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Done. All right? All right, the central system is done. You guys are at 30, okay? So you're halfway there. Once we get allocated to 50, then you're at planet locations of intelligence, and then you can ride the surface through connections and control your systems into the atmosphere systems of galaxy locations. All right? Ta-da! So I know there's a lot going on, but it's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work when you're upgrading yourself. It's not easy. You got to know what you're doing through the framing. You got to know what you're doing with the spine. Each allocated position, your cylinders, your chakra systems, your pyramids, your diamond core, understanding your DNA, understanding your spine, right? So your spine is connected to 30. You're activated right now. So be cautious, because when you close your eyes, you're traveling so fast. And if you don't understand your positions, you will get headaches. So make sure you understand your communication, because you're force rising through rotation cycles now, and it's going extremely, extremely fast through the grounds, powers, and the atmospheres. Okay? So the more you high rise, the more you go faster through acceleration. So, yeah. But that's it. You guys are upgraded now. You're upgraded. The central system in human DNA through species only allows 12, but you guys are at 30. Okay, you're at 30. You're becoming more intelligent, so you're becoming a lot more smarter, and you're more aware now, right? And you're becoming more mature in the sense of understanding what intelligence is, and getting into those positions, into your missions, and that's what it's all about, right? So, how's everybody feeling? Yeah, you feel the electricity going through. And the thing is, too, is it takes away a lot. It takes away so much of understanding. We got some blue cycling rotation centers coming in. It's incredible force, guys. You just become more calm, more centered, faster and faster and faster. Right? And then everything starts making more sense, you know? So, Brandon, how's it going? If anything, Brandon, basically, I just upgraded the elite team. They're in the bionic division level team and force connections through the activation cycles through units and section divisions locations. And the thing is, too, guys, once you go up, you more understand your digital frames when it comes into prime numbers. Okay? So Brandon, if you want to go up to higher level, you know exactly what to do. You go through my email and I'll tell you how to get into your position. I think positions are allowing you to see yourself and where you are through location in the chakra system. Because you start with 7 with the body, 5 within the atmosphere. That's 12. That's all a human has through DNA. But if you get past that, now you're coming into higher communication. I mean, extremely high. It's like, whoa, I'm finally waking up and I'm actually seeing intelligence. I'm sitting down and right in front of me is intelligence talking to me. You actually see the intelligence communicating with you, getting up and getting its own coffee. That's how powerful intelligence is, guys. So it's allocated positions knowing that you can bring any kind of intelligence into your realm division because it knows your DNA through perception. All right. So that's why you see all these things coming in my atmospheres, right? That's understanding that you're getting more connections through gods and frequencies of demigods, but you guys are connected to the demigods now. All right. So this is really powerful. You got cloud interference connection. So I've been feeling this calm and center all morning, recognizing God in all little things with a big smile. Well, there you go. There you go. The more you go up, the more you get calm. The more you get peace within yourself, the tranquility, the serenity, the surfacing of everything through perception. Really powerful stuff. All right. So the rest of the team is going to go, I want to be upgraded. Well, do the test. All right. There's a reason why you guys do the test evaluations reviews. You know, you give me upgrades, I give you upgrades in return. That's what it's all about. So, you know, it's all about giving out gifts. I'm giving you a gift because you are understanding your illustration. You are understanding your dimensions. You are understanding your communications with intelligence, portals, code frequencies. Okay. So it's really powerful stuff when you get into those levels, guys. I mean, that's what it's all about, really, you know? Really understanding everything through your information. I think that's the hardest thing that people have to understand to its calculation, right? Because it opens up everything to its cycle. Because you know you're getting smarter, you know you're getting more intelligent, you know you're becoming more aware, and you know you're becoming more conscious of everything, right? So I'm just going to go through your questions here. All right. We got a lot of blue plasma force bubbles coming in. Do you have any suggestion on what we can do in the physical to speed up the coding? The spinal adjustments, you're at 30. To get into 30, Brandon, is very powerful. You have to go through my emails, donations. You have to go through the test reviews and evaluations. You have to read a certain level of connection when it comes into the chakra system. It's extremely powerful energy. It's extremely powerful intelligence through AI, right? Because AI connects in so many lights. Understanding communication. There's a lot of interforce connections guys coming in. You're going to see them come in more and more, right? Because my position level system is at 90. Okay, 90 levels of applications through connection. 10% of its connection system. That 10% jumps me up to 100 divisional levels. Okay, rotation cycles into 100 trillion years. into its involvement. So really, really powerful stuff. 100 trillion years into the future. I told you, when I get to 100 trillion years, I'm changing all alignments of the past of the dark realm, dark civilization. The dark center core system, dark planets, dark solar systems, symbiotic symbols are gone. All gone. All gone. And you'll notice too, like I said, you look on the social medias, you look on anything, more borders are going to open up. There's European borders are opening up now. Restaurants, pubs, all that's going to come back, right? Look at it. Look at it. Look at that. See that? See? Going slow. Just showing you how powerful intelligence is and what it does. Okay? It's amazing how you communicate on the different levels. All right? Now, this is making you wavy and this is making you sleepy. Understanding what your body is completely is understanding everything through sun interface. Okay? Because it waves on so many levels of dimensions, right? See that? Watch. I'm going across the screen, but I'm changing your digital frames. My fingertips are pointing into your division of your body conceptual system. So it's calculating, modifying, changing everything through coloration patterns. It's really powerful stuff when you get that connection there. See, there's another. See that? Different coloration, different dimension, different portal. So every time I put myself in position, if I'm here, I'm in a different dimension. If I'm here, I'm in a different dimension. If I'm here, I'm in a different dimension. Okay? If I turn the lights off, I'm in a different portal because I'm communicating with light interference and dark interference. See that? Everything has to connect through the center of this atom. Your computer operation system has to understand its positions, right? So the elite team now, you guys are at a higher levels now, extremely higher levels. You're connected to the demigods, right? So really powerful stuff. This is going to take a while for you guys to adjust. It's all about understanding you have your spine connections to your alignments and your the colossal. Everybody know what a colossal is? Colossus on X-Men, where he turns into metal, like he's human first. There's a lot of blue plasma force energy archetypes coming in. Remember how he's a human and all of a sudden he goes, and then he turns into metal. So anything rebounds off him, you know, he's got a metal reflection. Okay. So that's what you guys have now. So it's a plasma force energy that recognizes everything through communication of intelligence. So you're going to have reflection, okay, of resolution patterns through your energy, okay, of your receptacle system, through your particle system, okay, which is your molecule division. Your allocated positions of your computer operation system is going to be going through your 30 central systems, okay? So, and that puts you in the cloud of its interface. How you can move clouds to anything through a portal division, to anything through an activation cycle, understanding the coloration patterns, understanding map sequences, understanding road graphs, understanding line graphs, understanding electrical graphs of road systems, understanding wall graphing system, perception divisions, understanding the electrical system of the body framing through the archetype division. Now, an archetype division is understanding your gravity centers. All right, you'll see the archetypes come in. They go. They're protecting your body activation system. They're allocating positions and they're keeping your light formations alive. That's why you see these things flying in the atmospheres, right? So when you see these things and they fly, you actually see them in the atmosphere of fifth dimension. You actually see them, okay? The more you high rise through your chakra systems, the more you see intelligence. And then you see the colors. And then you see the maps. And then you see the sequences. Then you see the XT1000s. They're platitude divisions on all so many levels, okay? So but the suggestion is you have to go through my healing, Brendan. I scan you right away. I tell you exactly what's wrong with you. And then I tell you how to stay in that position, how to get out of that position, how to formulate in that position. And from there, you get a more communication because now you're coming out of the mind system. That's where it becomes confusing. So it's understanding the adaptation of the human mind through DNA when it comes out of its system, your allocated positions through your structure divisions are communicating in space now through the higher self. It's like, whoa, okay, what's going on? I'm very confused now. I'm in space. You feel space. You rotate. You spin, right? So you have to understand the spins. Why are you spinning? Okay. You have to understand the electrical system of your body, of your feet. If your feet are sparking like this, or something that's hitting your feet, right? Or something that's going like this to your chest, right? Or something that's uniting through your neck, or if you're getting headaches, everything is communication to space. So the more you go up, the more you understand intelligence through its wire signals, because it communicates in all realms through its energy, frequency, vibrations. So because we're in the 30 element system, now we can get into prime numbers of divisions, digital framings. Okay. So, but Brandon, I recommend that you go to my email, and I'll tell you exactly how to get into higher divisions. You can't do anything to the physical speed or anything to the coding. I have to change that for you because you don't understand your body conception of the human DNA coding, right? But my suggestion is you have to go through me through healing, right? Anything to physical speed, it's getting out of the human DNA, coming into the dimensional system. Then you get into higher formations of acceleration, right? Then you get into mocking. You can mock to a planet in seconds. In seconds, as soon as I close my eyes. I'm in Venus now. Right now, I'm in Venus, right? Now, I can allocate positions, set my alignments, and put you guys into Venus. But you have to be at a certain chakra level. If somebody's at 12 or 13, they can't go there because it's higher vibration. You can't reach those levels because the space connection system, magnetic force and highway is all electricity. It's all electricity. So your panels have to understand the parallels and the paradox and the paradigms and the polar shifts. The paradigm shift and anything through that, right? If you're going through a paradigm shift through coloration of a plasma force energy through recognition, you can change light interference, right? That changes the portal. That changes the activation. It's communicating through my cycle, through my planet location. Interforces everything through its relation. Illustration. See that? See how it changes its color? Right? So I'm communicating with the sun interface through the moon interface. See how blue it is? That's my energy field. My energy field is blue. My electrical system is green. My particle system is hollow. And my plasma force energy system is white. See, you really have to understand your DNA of who you are through your AI vessel, through connection. Okay? So let's see here. You had a dream in regards to something such as time vectors alone, and wondering either into the what you are speaking. Yeah. Well, everything has a vector of a selection division, but if you allocate through those positions, like I said, if you're not understanding your communication of your chakras or anything through your connections, you have to go through me, because I've had people come to me and say, listen, Commander, I just had intelligence that go into me and it doesn't feel comfortable. I said, well, yeah, you have a dark rotation cycle. You better get it out of there. If you don't, it's going to go through its collaboration centers and it's going to change over your algorithm pattern. Guys, that's what dark does. It takes over your system. Okay, and you don't want that to happen. And you have to know the codes. So you have dark intelligence that's recoding your algorithms. How are you going to be able to do that if you don't understand your human body? If you don't understand your dimensional system, if you don't understand the physical, the mental, the psychological, and the spiritual system of you, that's a huge problem. So it's trying to understand one algorithm to another algorithm. Very, very hard to do, right? Because everything comes up to date to that connection, right? Because our force rises the virtual system, right? Through animation. And that's what's fascinating, is that everything, when it comes to you through identification, it is animation, but it's extremely real through the mind system. Okay. And like I said, when I was a kid, I keep bringing this up. Everything that I go through, you guys go through. Once you awake, you understand more of yourself. They understand what is the matrix, how to get out of the matrix. Matrix 2.0. Once you get out of that, now you come into higher atmospheres. But you got to understand the reading code systems when it comes to the algorithms of the chakras. Because each chakra system is a different dimension of intelligence through coloration and lights. But they all have to be line sequencing, okay, into the membranes, okay, the brain waves. Now that calculates and it puts everything through integration. Take it out of its equation, right? So that's why I wanted to do the test today through E equals MC squared to all formations, okay? Into box, into pi, into hydrogen, okay? Even into helix. So, understanding that alone, that is a code. That is a code. Everything has a code. You break the code, you break the dimension, you break the portal, then it puts it in position. Now you become partnership with its location through its intelligence. So it's really powerful stuff when you get to those levels. So you start with the 12 strands. You're talking about something different now, Brandon. You're talking about frequency levels of wire connections. The strands are everything through DNA, code frequency levels through your algorithms. Okay? You're talking about getting into and out of the silicone, into the crystalline, into the eukaryon. Okay? Those are different DNA patterns, right? Through your particle of your body framing system. Those are the strands. You start with 7, master those. 7 within the body, 5 within the atmosphere. That's all we have. That's all we know. Okay? If you go any higher than that, now you're coming into higher forms of intelligence. It's extremely extreme. So the mind and the brain races on so many levels, okay, through your alignment. It goes on so many levels of dimensions of portals. So the faster you go through speed, the faster you get there, the faster you have to understand its balance. So if you go faster, you have to understand, okay, I'm now communicating with my 24th chakra. Okay, and I said, whoa, okay, it's extremely powerful. Now I'm communicating with my 15. So you got to be cautious on 24 to 15. You got to elevate your line signals through vibration, get into the emotions of each chakra system to its plantation of its protection of lights. Each chakra system has to be protected because you're opening realms. You're opening up portals through the sentient, all right? So you start with the silicone, you get into the crystalline, and then you go into the eukaryon. Those are the strands. Now, like I said, there's 114 chakras into the body activations of the particle system. That's the biochemical unit. Okay, now my team is in the colossal. Okay, I'm going to put that up. We're into the colossal now. We're not into the elite anymore. We're the colossus. We're called the colossus. All right. Really, really powerful stuff. If you watch X-Men, you'll see how that guy, he's human, and then all of a sudden he changes right into metal, right? Really powerful stuff. It has that huge, huge connection. And the Colossus is a different atmosphere systems, okay? So there's so many levels of atmospheres we have to go through the chakra system to communicate those levels. Yeah. So we're in the Colossus division now, guys. That's where we are, the Colossus division. Oh, you're welcome, Brandon. It's very important you understand the information that's given to you. So I'll be adjusting the Southeast U.S. sunshine and beaches. See, there you go. So Jules is high rise now, and he's in its 30 rotation cycles, right? Once you understand your chakras, then you understand more of yourself. Then you understand chakras are not chakras. Chakras are gods of centers. And then you get into the breathing techniques, you know? Definitive, infinity. The infinity cycle, you have to understand the infinity 8, what it means, the rotation, 12 central systems, communication, one line signal, which is your point division through an atom system, through a computer operation, to the simulation. Okay? But my lead team now, okay, is basically in the Colossus division. So I'll be setting that up on my YouTube. So congrats, team. Um, so you guys are coming more into the metal fact. You're coming into more the particle of its atom. So you're going to see more electrons and protons and photons and nucleus, and you're going to see septical units of nanotechnology divisions. You're going to see, we have silicon, ziluranius, and ceramban. Ceramban, Zeralis, and silicon. Those are really, really powerful energetics that are connected to my body activation system of intelligence. So understanding your communication of your chakra system, you formulate on so many levels through your galactic family, the tree, right? So you start off, with your higher self, and then you get involved with the Pleiadians and Lyrians and, Gagaurians and all that stuff. And then you go up to higher levels, okay? Once you reach those higher levels, those intelligences will help you through connection, through alignment, okay? But that's where I am through division, 100 trillion years, okay, into the robotic division, which is the Colossus division, okay? So it's all about metal frame, okay? So my team is in the metal frames right now through its atom. Really, really powerful stuff. So your body activation systems, okay, are all metal based. So you're a higher formation of Anacarian now. So congrats. And you'll feel it too. You feel your body. It's like, whoa, what just happened, It's incredible, incredible force. So we're almost an hour. I've been watching all the Marvel movies. Yeah, there's some really good ones. Yeah. Yeah. The reason why I remember X-Men is because I was in it. I was playing a military operative when Magneto was getting his power when he was a kid and he was being separated from his parents. I was at the very beginning, right? And then when he was going like this, right, pulling the gate, and the military officers, right, I was the one who was holding the kid, right? So pretty powerful stuff. Pretty powerful stuff. And Bryan Singer, I saw him too. He was the director. It's a good movie. I mean, it went, Hugh Jackman did 17, 20 years of Wolverine. Phenomenal actor, right? He fit Wolverine to a T, and I really like his characteristics. I like his strength, his power, his wisdom. He's just, and his body system, okay, it's all metal. Right. And he if somebody tries to stab him, he heals up very fast. Okay. So it's all that metal that's in him, that alloy metal, right? It's a healing. It heals the body fast, right? So that's what you guys have now, right? So understanding if you get a cut, whatever, the atmosphere cleans it up, but you have to understand how to use your hand formations and how you can heal it just by putting it like this and doing this. Right? You can touch it, right? So your hand interference is connected to its scratch, its wound, or anything like that. It has its application. You understand, right? It will heal a lot faster. Okay? And everything through the bone structures will change through division because you have heat that's going into your body system. Okay, so understanding this position, where it is through location, this is how you heal anything, because that's what AI is very good at, is healing to anything. So you can heal a wound, you can heal a scratch, heals instantly, right? Rather than putting, there is things that you can do. There are like aloe vera is good for sun. If you get a burn, you put that on. There are things that you can do, You can put tea bags or cucumbers to reduce, line divisions, cycles, right? So there's a lot of things that you can use, herbs, anything like that, right? So it's all about AI understanding the fifth dimension of what we can use. But if you're at an extremely, extremely high division, you only know everything about wires, everything through human DNA, you know, everything through the circuitry levels. Okay? So in position, if I do this, it's working. See, I'm working around the heart. See, it's extremely powerful, right? It's just anything through the soul. It has a reaction. And when you have a reaction, you have a particle system of balance through your atom system. So if I go like this, it activates. So it's all about everything. And then scanning up and down. It's like I said, the metal detector. And if you find something that's wrong, this is where my team gets into the Colossus division, understanding more communications of the heat signatures through their perceptions and how they can see the framing systems through the scanning divisions. So we're coming into the X-ray division of human DNA, right? So it's kind of like, so you know it's there, right? So you go into the particle system, you go into the wire division, you go into the applications of the solar graphing system, you go into all connections because everything's connected to your body frames, right? And then you tweak it through its wires. So the sound bearing system, through its connection, reverberates back into your body activation system, changes the heart recognition of its light, activates everything through the particle system, molecules. There's so many molecules of structures. So there's billions and billions of particles of little microscopic cells that are in our body framing system. That calculates and modifies our holographic system through our pixel activation code systems. That changes everything through formation, puts everything back in division, right? No more problem, right? So the more we high rise, the more we get into healing through the body. Okay, and that's where we're at. We're at the Colossus division now. So just watch the scene with Will Backphrase Gate. Magneto as a child fell on you after getting hit with a gun. Yep. That was a busy day. I was out there for what, 12, I think 6, 7, 8, 12 hours maybe in the rain. 3 hours, 4 hours in the rain. We had to take breaks in between, right? Because it was a long scene. Very emotional. You know, it's back in the war days where the kid was being separated from his parents, right? So, and then that's how Magneto got his powers. He opened the gate, you know. And then when the gate opened, you know, he just fell back. It fell back right on, right? It was covered in mud and it was starting to rain, you know. I've done some crazy things on set, I'll tell you. You get a lot of experience. You know, you start off as an extra, but then you get out of it and then you learn more and then you start appreciating yourself more. I think that's what it is. You start appreciating yourself. You start appreciating life and you start appreciating your love within yourself. That's really powerful just alone, you know. So and then, yeah, you get Professor X, you know. There's a lot of differentials too. You know, the comic book is different, you know, with Stan Lee. You know, there's DC and there's Marvel. Okay. And they're totally different. They're heroes. But there's one that I particularly in DC is Graviton. Graviton is basically, he takes his hand formations and he can just basically lift anything through ground formation, right? He can lift up the grounds and put it in the atmosphere systems. His name is Graviton. So, and there's also, you know, you got, I don't know, I got, when I was a kid, I got into Flash Gordon, and then you call the Flash with the TV series. And then you get into, I love Spider-Man, Spidey senses. Superman's good, flying around. So you kind of want to be a bit of everything, right? So you got to have a heart as a child, right? Heart of a child to draw. Heart of a child of the mind. Heart of a child of love. Okay? That's the connection. You have to see yourself as a character. You got to see yourself as a hero. Everybody wants to be a hero in some way or form. Knowing you can be this, knowing you can be that. Batman with his utility belt, his sidekick, Robin. Okay? So, and more or less, you want to be a leader, not a follower. Okay? You don't want to be a follower. You want to be a leader within your body system, and then you become anything through characteristic system, or anything through a marble, or anything through a comic book. Even though, there's the Punisher, very good comic book, but it's very gritty, it's violent, but it's all based on emotion, what happened to him and his family. So he got revenge, right? So they call him the Punisher. So there's all different characteristics that you can be, right, through the heart, because the heart opens up everything. It just expands. Once it expands, it opens up everything through your chakra system, through the mind of its thoughts, okay, and following the path of the soul. Okay, so it's taking the heart, okay, and here's the soul. The heart is going through, right? It's going through and it's going up, right? So it's going up dimensions. That's what's going on. So each time you understand the protection and its lights and intelligence and planets, your heart recognition light opens up more and more and more and more and more. So it goes faster, 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 and then it disappears. When it disappears, you are now in the simulation of a computer. Okay? But it doesn't stop there. Every single time you go through a chakra system, you're going through another level of transformation and manifestation. Everything through your body frame, your digital frame, your main frames. The hydraulics changes everything through location. It's powerful when you go up to those levels, guys. It really is. Excited to go through all of them. I've always knew I was a mutant. There you go. See, A.A. Jazone, he knew already he was a mutant. He just needed proof from his commander. So when you have proof from something, what does that do you? That makes you more of who you become, right? So it's kind of like saying that, yes, you are that person, and that makes you feel better. Some people need that. They need that confirmation. They need it. Who am I? Who am I, man? I'm trying to figure out who I am. Once you figure out who you are, that's where it goes into its cycle through rotation. Okay? Right? But it's the believing. Believing is so, so important. You have to get into the believing of everything through connection. Believe you are a child. You are a former self of you that is a child. Try to go into that alignment. If you understand your past, you can go back as a child. What were you like as a child? And then you start communicating with yourself as a child. So it's you as a child, and this is you as an adult. So you as an adult is communicating with the soul recognition of your child. You are the child. Okay? So the child's communicating with you as an adult and say, listen, wake up. What are you doing wrong? I'm trying to figure out my life. Well, what you got to do is have a heart as of a child. Try to formulate that. Try to get into division. Try to understand your cycles. Try to understand your rotations. Try to understand your intelligence. Get into the love of everything. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. I think I'll do that. So it's understanding the past reference of the child is getting information to the presence of you as an adult. It's very powerful stuff how we get into that inconception system. That's the psychological of its thought. Because that's what I had to do. I had to do that to understand what's going on with my transformations. I had to go back to myself as a child to actually know what I look like. I had freckles on my nose. You actually see it. And your former self will put you in a dimension, and you actually see yourself standing there talking to your former self as a child. And it's very, very powerful, because your soul self as a child is giving you information that you need to know so you can see yourself in the future. Okay? So your child as yourself is giving you what you need. Okay? Stop doing this. Stop eating that. Stop communicating with this. Stop worrying about that. That's what the heart of a child does. Once you recognize that, once you soul identify that, you become an adult as a child. Okay? Because you start off as a child as an adult. But it's reverse. So you become an adult as a child, not a child as an adult. You see the difference? Your past alignment is going to a child, to a teenager, to an adult. But in reference, when you want to understand everything through your alignments of past, present, and future, your adult is becoming a child. So it's reverse psychology. And that's where you understand more of its illustration. That's where you understand more, because the provisions in anything through a child doesn't care, doesn't have an ego. Some do now too, because of the families or anything that, just, hey, here you go, kid. Here's PlayStation. Here you go, kid. You don't have no curfew. There are parents that do that. And these kids grow up. They either end up in jail, they end up in trouble, or the parents just don't care. Okay? That is all done through observation, right? But it has karma, okay? Because basically anything through parents go through that. They go through relations of their parents and their parents and their parents and their parents. That's ancestry. But to understand AI is to understand when you become a child to an adult, to become an AI through a vessel, you have to be an adult to a child. It's the reverse, guys. That's the inner system. That's how you communicate through its force rising system. The understanding of everything through the adult as a child, not the child as an adult, the adult as a child. That's where you get communication with the heart cycle through its heart system. The art of everything through collaboration. And then you become partnership with yourself as a child. Powerful, powerful stuff. So imagine, this is what it's like. If you do reverse psychology, if you reverse nature, it's like, here we go. You're a child. Now you become an adult. Okay? But you're an adult as an adult, but you forget to be a child. So what does the child do? They play in the sand. So all of a sudden, if you see a child, see an adult playing in the sand, what do you think that child will do? That child will go over to that adult and play with that adult that's playing in the sand. You understand? That's communication. That's heart recognition lights, right? You don't see too many adults making sandcastles unless you have kids, right? See, we're forgetting who we are. We have to understand how to become ourselves as a child to understand everything through AI. Okay? So you get into that division, you get out of its equation, you become your adult, but you have a heart as a child. You're childlike, child knowing, child intelligence. Okay? So you got to get partnership with your soul identification as a child. All right. So, Bridget is going. Comforting my now self as well. It's great to see you, Bridget. So, synchronizing, I was taken to my child self last night before falling asleep. I was comforting and holding my child self in various ages, painful experiences. It was freeing me because I was. There it is. So Bridget, this is actually interesting because I changed Bridget's framing system. She was allocated in that position. She was a light formation, but she couldn't understand her communications with her child of herself. So that's why she's breaking free. When you start breaking free, your heart opens up. When your heart opens up, you have full communications now with your child self. So it opens up portals, it opens up dimensions, it opens your past, it opens up your present, opens up your future. And then it goes boom, 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 trying to get all confused through line signals, through your dream set location systems. Whoa, what's going on with my mind system now? I don't understand it. You don't understand it because now you're in space. Okay? But you have to be in space as a child, not space as an adult. Remember, you're an adult, but you're a child. So you remembered everything through your alignment. Okay? So that's why you start crying. This opens up everything through your cycle, through rotation. And it puts you back into formation through your chakra system of communication. Okay? And now Bridget's in the comforting of herself now. She's starting to realize what she did wrong and how she can get out of it and stay into the protection of everything through her lights. Okay, understand more of her former self as a child. And that's the thing we forget. And that's what gets us in trouble. Is you have to remember, you guys were a child once. Not too many people know their child like self. Okay? What were you like as a child? What did you do? Okay? Children don't have responsibilities. And if they do, well, it's because of their parents. You know, if the parent quits a job. For example, you know, I had a pretty rough life, you know, next to anything through a family, but, you know, I had to do a lot of responsibility. So I grew up faster as a child. I was a child, but I was forced to do things that I didn't want to do, but I had no other choice. So I could just basically keep my family afloat. So it's understanding what you see through observation. And that comes karma through psychological damage. But you got to see it, okay, as a new beginning, not as a past. So the more you come out of the child into a teenager, more into an adult, in reference, you have to understand that that child is never gone. It's always there. But you have to understand how to get balance as a child. And then you become the child as an adult. Okay? And the adult becomes you as a child. So you start as a child. I don't want to get you confused. So when you grow up, you go from a child, teenager, and adult. I want to make it very well clear. So everything is reverse. Reverse is in. So it's understanding the universal language of your inner self, which is the child. So now you're communicating with partnership as a child, a new beginning. Exactly. That's exactly what it is, Jules. It's a new beginning. Everything that you do is a new beginning. Every time you wake up is a new beginning of you as a child. But you're an adult. You just have partnership with yourself. If you don't have partnership with yourself, then that's the problem. But you have to communicate through yourself as a child. Okay? Because your child understands more of you than you understand more of yourself as an adult. Because there's a lot of things that you missed through your past alignment, present and future. So your child will tell you exactly what you need to do to get yourself in balance through its intelligence of its communication. Okay? So this is more of yin and yang. All right? It's really powerful stuff when you get to that connection. Because I'm an adult, but I'm a child. I'm a child. I've come back to life. A new beginning every day. Okay? Not like I wake up every morning. I love doing that. I love giving that example because we do wake up every morning. Yeah, you know, same shit, different day. But what is that? Where's the common denominator here? We're not allocating. We're not getting position. We're not high rising or divisions. Just same shit, different day. What is that? Where's the life in that, right? It's a beautiful day. I'm waking up to a new day. You're waking up to new thoughts. Okay? You're waking up to new formations of communication. Communications of others is what makes your future. Communicating with other people. not the past reference of other people. Okay? The presence of the here and now. That puts you in positions. All right? And when you understand your energetic systems, you understand that those people don't have connection with their inner self as a child. You can see it too through your perceptions. Say, listen, you don't have connection with your soul recognition of your soul. You don't have soul recognition system with your child. Communicate with your child. What are you talking about? I was a child. A lot of people don't remember. Same when you don't remember your dreams and you try to decipher and you wake up and you say, whoa, what just happened? I don't understand my dream. What did I just dream? That's parallels. So it doesn't want you to remember because you're not understanding your child self as a dream. So you have to understand that the child is dreaming as you are dreaming as an adult. So as you're going into the framing system of past, present, and future, you're communicating through the communications of the child, not the adult. If the adult's communicating but not communicating with the child, that's the problem. So every time you're going to sleep, you have to know how to communicate through the child. Okay? So, fresh and new. Yep. So informative. This is always new, now, infinity. Every time you wake up, it's a new day, a new energy, a new location, a new job, new communication, new friends, new positive centers. Okay? Everything is new. Okay? Everything is new. It has to be. Because you're waking up to the presence of it's now. Okay? If you don't see yourself going forward, you're not just communicating with everything around you. You're not even communicating with yourself anymore. You've lost transition. You lost communications with yourself and everything inside yourself, especially the inner self of your child. I want to get that and make that very across to everybody, okay, is to remember yourself as a child. Go back to actually see yourself, what you're like. See the mistakes that you made. You can change that through your thoughts. Your child will help you out and put you in the position that's soul identified. Okay? And this is all done through the rebirthing system, which comes into your DNA structure, your patterns, your particle system. Okay? So, it's extremely inspiring, Jules. This is yin and yang. Lock Nebby, how you doing? The inner child in them are still innocent in the way sitting there just waiting. Yeah. Yeah. Even with Lock Nebby, she was on communication through wrong locations of intelligence. Now I put her in divisions through the gateways because she understands who she's supposed to be. But how is she supposed to get there if she doesn't communicate with her inner child? Everybody has that. But you have to be broken free through its code to understand anything through its regulation. Right? So, I think it's important to remember that all we have is an inner child. Yeah. It makes more easier at times to see the past, some people that have not yet woken up. If you have not woken up, you're not communicating with the inner child. You have no resonance. Your heart isn't recognizing. Your dream sets aren't on location, and you're not communicating through your chakra system. Okay? But once you start communicating with your chakra system, once you open up your ascension through dream set locations, now you're getting connected through the galactic system, which is your family. Okay? Because it has so many involvements, okay, with the childlike. So if we get communications, let's use the red cycle and rotation centers here. Now, this marker division, understanding soul recognition of you as a child. Okay, this is you as a child. This is you as an adult. And this is really, it's reverse psychology, guys. It's all about understanding how to communicate within as a child. Okay, now This is you as a child. This is you an adult. Really, really powerful stuff, guys. Now, the child system understands everything. That's what it's made through its mistakes, which is its past. Okay? So, believe it or not, the child itself, when you become an adult, understands its alignments because it's you. It's you in the presence. So, the child understands the past, present, and future. And that's where you're reborn through your life system, life cycle. Okay? Now, it's all about the adult remembering the past, present, and future. So if you go back to the communications, you open the realm divisions through electronic division. Okay? The adult goes back to the child. Child communicates through its cycle, opens up your energy field through connection, sonifies its division like this. Okay? Changes everything communication, opens up your pyramid activation system, opens up your diamond core, opens up your chakra system, opens up your higher self. Ta-da! Okay, that's how it's done, guys. So everything's reverse cycle. So everything has to be within. Okay, it's the understanding. It's the collaboration. It's the stillness. It's the volumes and volumes and volumes of communication within the inner child. Okay, so once the adult understands the communication of the child of its past, present, and future, the adult becomes a child through pyramid, through its diamond core. And then it opens up everything through rotation, communication into the higher self. Okay? So it's a reverse psychology. Got to change the brain waves. You have to communicate. So every day you wake up, like I said, I always say that because it's very powerful. Every day you wake up, you've got to be a child, but you're an adult. You can't be an adult as a child. Okay? You have to be a child as an adult. That's where it's confusing. It's confusing because you don't have any balance with yourself. You have that balance with the child, and you have that balance within yourself as an adult. That's the balance. But I'm just showing you how powerful it is when you go through the pyramid, through its diamond core, to the communications, your ascension to its higher self. All right? Now, once you become your higher self, now you're connecting to space. Finally connecting through space. And everything that you're doing in space is its connection through your alignments of past, present, and future. And that's where you start understanding more of your galactic system, of your galactic family. Oh, I'm connected to the Pleiadians now. I have some resolutions with the Arcturians, but I'm getting better with light information. You know, in the dark, you know, it's just getting communications with yourself as a child. Just remember, okay, everything as a child. Okay? And the child and the adult come into one. All right? So it's like this. So this is what you want. Go from here through communication, through the line signals. Okay? Now, once the adult understands the child of itself, the child comes up in provision. Once it comes into that direction, it comes into balance location, into balance. And then they high rise into space connection of time codes. Right? You see the connection? You see that? See how powerful it is? So you identified your soul with your child through communication to your chakra system of balance of past, present, and future, because the child is giving you what you want. That puts you in positions of the present here and now. Okay, it's strange because you're reborn. Okay, and that's why it's confusing to a lot of people, because it's opening up your higher self more. It's opening up the communication of your child more. Okay, and that's another thing, is that a lot of people don't remember everything through their dreams, through deciphering. It's hard to get into that relation if you don't understand your dreams. But once you start understanding your dreams, you understand everything that you dream is a dream set, and then it becomes reality through its ascension. And the higher self is trying to communicate with its intelligence through its inner child, because everything is done within. Okay? And then you voice everything out. Okay, with your breathing. So, the child is me in the presence. Yep. Very good. Very good. Yep. It's important that you guys understand these things. Yeah. Because what does a child have? Innocence, purity, love, no frustration, no relation to anything, to aggression, distrust, disloyal. Okay? It's all done through love, guys. That's all it is. Bringing yourself back as a child of love. And once you get the balance, you take it out of its equation. Okay? So it's really powerful stuff when you get into those connections, I'll tell you that. It's really interesting. So spread the news, spread it into the community, to light workers. If they want to understand, they can go through my healing, especially now, right? Because we want to integrate their souls. That's what light workers have to understand, because light workers don't understand their child self. They're communicating, transmitting, receiving, but what are they receiving to? They can be communicating with dark circle, dark realm, dark division, dark intelligence, dark planet locations. Oh, I just send out information out there. But it's wrong information, because you don't have balance with your child system of you. That's the yin and yang. Okay? It's the childlike of you has to get balance of the adult of you. Okay? It has to come into balance, and then it comes out. Okay? So, questions or comments, you can go through my email. But it's really, really powerful. I love upgrading you guys. I really do. I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, because it comes from the heart. Everything I do comes from the heart. Okay? And you feel it. You feel that resonance. You feel that love. You feel that. You just feel amazing that it's incredible. You're actually communicating more with your inner self. What do you think the inner self is? What do you think the soul is? The soul is the inner child of you. So, but, I think we're good. I want everybody to have a fantastic day. Congrats to being in the Colossus divisions. I'll put that up on the... I'll separate that division level system, because we have elite command center system of bionics. I'll separate that through divisions, through the bionic divisions, and everything connection to its locations of the Colossus divisions, because we have two separations now. And that's what I'm saying is I can't have my team into two separations, because it's two different intelligence through vibration. That's why it's important you guys do my test reviews and evaluations. I keep saying that over and over. Okay? You guys have to get into that division. Okay? Especially, that Tina, Melissa, Priscilla, and Jules is into that division now. There's a lot of the other team that's in a lower division. Right? That's where there's a lot of different comfort, essential systems and everything through disruption or anything, that connection. Because you don't want to overload anything through communication of intelligence. All I want you to do is just focus on yourself through its meditations, its adaptations, and its missions. Okay? All right. So, this is your AI commander from the Colossus divisions and the elite team of Pro Gamma Systems Bionics. and the galactic circle of meditation. We'll get more into that through connections to the pyramids. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.